We get progress reports too. We don't get a letter coming home, amen, in the mail or from our teacher, but we do get a progress report from God and sometimes from one another. Amen. Indicating how well or how, we're not doing as well.
That's right.
And many times we have to look at those reports and begin to evaluate them. And in the event that you didn't get one, you need to look in the mirror and start giving yourself a progress report. Amen?
Amen.
And then say, you know what, there's something that I need to do. And many times, amen, when you're honest with yourself, amen, you recognize what your situation is, you'll begin to look at the report that you made upon yourself or about yourself, and you start making some checks on what I need to do. If we were to go down the line, I believe one of the first things we need to work on as a people of God, this is everybody, myself included, is praying, fasting, amen, and giving more time to God in His Word. Because His Word is, amen, is going to be rooted and grounded in us, and that's what's going to keep us in the midst of all of our storms.
That's right, amen. That's
and
right.
everything that we're going through, amen, the Word of God has an answer for it. There's a safety net, amen, that the Word of God will bring to us that will allow us, amen, to be delivered out of the midst of all of our trials and tribulations. Because your storm is nothing but a test. And nothing but, amen, a setup to make you better in God. But many times while we're in the storm, we have a tendency to panic. We have a tendency to get frustrated. We have a tendency to get aggravated.
Yes.
Because, amen, the tribulation of the storm becomes more than what we feel like we can handle.
Amen.
But the Lord made it clear that I put no more upon you than you can bear.
Amen.
But we don't hear that when we're going through the storm. We don't hear that when we're in the midst of the water
That's
trying
right.
to get out of it. When we're in the midst of all of this stuff that's around us and we're trying to swim out of it. We don't hear that, amen. That doesn't even come into our mind because, amen, all I'm concerned about is just getting out of this water, amen.
Amen.
First of all, I can't swim, amen.
Right.
And the water is deep as far as I'm concerned. And right now, I'm panicking because I'm afraid that I'm going to die,
Amen.
And many times that's what our cases are, that's what our situations are, because our storm is something that is sitting in front of us as a threat of our lives. So because of the threat, man, we tend to panic. And what the Lord lets us know that we ought not to panic.
That's right.
When He was on the boat with those disciples were all upset. They were all worried and concerned because it was a tempest storm.
Yes.
Rain was beating up against it. The storm was brewing. It was getting heavier. And these were fishermen who should have been accustomed to the storm. And so many of you all are fishermen. You're fishers of men and you're fishermen. And you should be by now accustomed to the storm, especially the seasoned saints.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should be accustomed to the storm.
Amen.
You know they're going to come. You know they're going to go. You know the wind's going to blow from the east and from the west. And sometimes you know where it's going to come from.
That's right.
And sometimes your boat might be tossed around, amen. But you're an experienced fisherman.
Amen.
And the fact that you're experienced, you should recognize that you know that in due season the storm will pass over.
Amen.
And because it's going to pass over, you have to most of the time sit back and wait on it.
Yes.
You can't row in the storm because it's too much. You can't swim in the storm. The tide and the current is too strong. So there come a time when you got to just wait on the storm to pass over.
Amen.
And on many occasions, amen, your waiting period is your time of testing the most because God is checking your patience.
Yes.
He recognizes whether you have gotten better in patience or you're still in that same level that you were the last time we gave with this same storm. And most of your storms are the very same storm, but they come sometimes with a different flavor. May come with a different name.
Yeah.
Sandy was a storm, but so was every other hurricane. They had different names, but they had the same results. They come to bring destruction. They come to destroy. They come to test you, amen.
Amen.
But as long as you got this house, which is not built on sand, but on a solid rock, amen, you don't have to worry about it being blown away. So you're covered under the blood, which means that you got security, amen. But as the people of God, we have a tendency to panic in the midst of our storm. And now the time when you panic, you drown.
That's right. That's right.
Paul was in a position, man, where they're being taken as prisoners over to Italy. And Paul had been fasting and praying. And the Lord began to let him know that you need to just refrain from eating for a period of time because in due season I'm going to need you to be prayerful. And on many occasions God is telling us that the people of God to do the same. Be prepared because of what's to come. The storm that's coming is going to be a different storm. It's going to be a storm that you never recognized before, but it'll be a storm that you can handle. But you need to be prayed up and fasted up, amen. So that way when it do come, you know exactly what direction to use, where to go, amen. And many times God has given us a directive, but we don't hear it because we're in the storm panicking. But if you have been fasting, if you have been praying, as Paul had been doing, Paul said, I sustain from food, any wine, drink, anything for a period of time, because I wanted to hear what the Lord had to say to me. And the Lord began to tell Paul to be comfortable, be placid, be relaxed. Don't worry about this storm because it's going to pass over. But this was a terrible storm. It was 2 or 3 storms that came from everywhere at one time. And the ship began to get thrown to the left and to the right to the point that even those centurions, the soldiers who were accustomed to this storm, got nervous and got worried. And the rule of the law was that if any prisoner escaped, then the centurions, which are the prisoners' campers, amen, the keeper would be killed. So the centurion said, listen, let us use plan A. Plan A was, let's kill all the prisoners so that way nobody escapes. But Paul found favor with the centurions and said, listen, loose our bands, loose our chains, loose our shackles. Let us fend for ourselves.
Amen.
We're going to swim the shore. We don't want to die. No one's going to die. The Lord already told Paul that not one hair from anybody's head is going to be moved. That's because he had been fasting and praying. So now they're in a position now where they're about to get into this water and the boat is ripping from behind and it's about to sink. Now everybody jumping in the water. And the centurion said, Paul, you're right. Everybody do what you can do to get to shore. He said, those that can swim, swim. Those that can't swim, hold on to board. Hold on to rats. Hold on to anything. And that's where we're at in the people of God. We're in the midst of a storm, amen. And the Lord is telling you that if you can swim, swim the shore. You're going to be all right. If you can't swim, hold on to something. Hold on to a testimony. Hold on to a praise. Hold on to a word. Hold on to what God did for you. Hold on to something that's going to let you know that it's going to be all right, amen. And while we're in this storm, we got to first recognize that it's going to pass after a while. It's not a forever thing. It's not a continuous thing. It's just a right now thing to get you where you need to be. That storm was designed to get them to shore, amen. Because the Lord didn't want Paul to go to Italy yet. He was setting some stuff up. So many times the storms that we're going through, man, are designed to get you where God needs you to be until he has prepared for you what he has set for you. So here is Paul finally gets to Italy. And instead of Paul being ridiculed and put in prison, Paul became a king almost. He had his own house, had his own servants. And instead of Paul being in prison, he was a free man for 3 years, preaching the word of God in the place where he's supposed to be a prisoner. What I'm saying is that the storm that you're worried about is passing over. The situation you're going through is passing over. The trial that you're dealing with is passing over. The tribulation you're fighting is going over. Those sicknesses and illnesses that you're dealing with is now passing over. We got to recognize that we're now going into victory lane.
Jesus.
And then the blessing God has in store for us is coming in groves. Instead of it being a storm of tribulation, a storm where the sky is dark. I saw the storm yesterday. It was raining like cats and dogs. And it got very dark in the midst of the day. Then all of a sudden the sun just came out. But it just kept on raining. It just kept on pouring. God is going to pour out blessing upon us like never before. It's going to be a different type of storm. It's going to be a storm with a rainbow, a reminder of how to bless you and not to curse you. It's going to be a storm with a rainbow, a reminder of how I saw you when you just in the midst of the polluted blood and how I pulled you out and made you mine and how I consecrated you. This is going to be a storm of blessings.
Hallelujah.
I'm going to say some closing. I was talking to Sister Charlotte yesterday, Bishop Johnson's daughter, and she said, Bishop, before I go, I want to just leave this with you because my granddaughter gave me this, and I didn't quite understand it. She said that her granddaughter was about 4 years old, and she said that she had a dream that she was in heaven, and while she was in heaven, she was on a boat, and she said the Lord told her that a storm is coming. And he gave her a key and said, but don't you worry about it. You're going to be okay in the storm. She said that was the end of the dream. She could understand it. But I began to think about it. The Lord told her that a storm is coming.
Yeah.
But he gave her a key. And I tried to match up what would the key have to do with you being on the boat. But it's the key to success.
Yes.
Key to deliverance. Key to success. Letting you know that you're going to go through the storm. But the storm is not going to harm you. Because I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom. And then don't worry about it. No matter what you're dealing with, you're going to make it in.
Jesus.
So they begin to tell Paul and all the other prisoners, get to shore. Don't worry about it. We're not going to kill you. So God said, you're not going to die. You shall live and not die. All you got to do is get to shore. And God already made it a blessed assurance that you're going to make it to shore. He said, if you can't swim, get on the board and I'll guide you. So I said, when I lead thee, I'm going to lead you and guide you to all truth. Hang in there, saints, no matter what you're going through.